Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Nick from NoobKill coming at you with another Madden video today. So guys, super excited. As you guys know, we do have Championship Run, our new Season 5 Field Pass and all that stuff. I believe it did drop last week on Thursday, but in this video today, guys, we got our sneak peek for our playoff content. I know wildcard is already passed. We're on to the divisional round and all that stuff. Really had some really great games, of course, all throughout the weekends and all that stuff. So that was fantastic. But of course, I know that they said that since they gave us Championship Run last weekend, or like right before the weekend, we weren't gonna get anything for wildcard, like before the wildcard games happened, anything like that. So it's a little unfortunate with that. Well, at least we did get content with the new Championship Run, but we're here to go ahead and show off the sneak peek for, of course, the playoff content that I believe is going to be dropping tomorrow, guys. So really excited about this. Of course, guys, huge shout out to our community manager Nick. He did do a live stream today. Now, just a little warning, some of the pictures are a little blurry. I believe they are working on the program as we speak right now, and literally the pictures that we got from Nick were, of course, something that he was on like a Zoom meeting call. He was just like kind of print screening the screens and stuff like that. So huge shout out to him for at least getting us the artwork and, of course, getting us a heads up of what's to come inside of the playoff program and all that stuff. But before we get into it, as you guys know, since this is a sneak peek, everything you see in this video is a work in progress, guys. So let's jump right into it. We got our message of the day, guys, and you guys can see we have 6 brand new masters. 2 of them are, I believe, your home field masters and all that stuff like that, but you guys can kind of see it. So like I said, it's gonna be a little blurry when I zoom in, but at least we get to see who the players we are going to get. Now, of course, I believe these are pretty final or pretty close to final, but like I said, some things are subject to change. We don't know with power, but with Chris Jones and Aaron Jones, both Jones right there, of course Packers and of course the Chiefs did get the bye and all that stuff, so they got that home field advantage. These guys are 95 overall with, like I said, potentially 170 power, while our other masters are 95 overall with 160 power. So our other masters, we do got a new quarterback right here, Dan Marino, 160 power wild card scheme as well. And then of course our other 3 we got all on defense, or actually not on defense, I forgot Steve Smith Sr. right there. So you got Steve Smith Sr., Dwight Freeney, and of course Eric Weddle and all that stuff right there. Now, something to notice as well with, I know it's a little blurry, the picture, so I apologize for that, but I'm just happy at least we got some info right here to showcase and all that stuff. So huge shout out to the team for doing this and all that stuff. But like I said, these are subject to change, but what it looks like right here, you guys can see underneath the wild card scheme for Aaron Jones, there is that little green plus, and there's also a little green plus for Jones as well. I don't know if that's just like an art thing, but possibly these guys could give stat boosts, so that's something to be looking forward to possibly tomorrow. Well, like I said, we'll find out everything when we get it tomorrow. That's pretty much final and everything because we're gonna have it in our hands, but at least we do got the playoff content. That's gonna be our 6 masters. We have more players inside the program as well, I believe 92 to 93 overall and everything like that. But of course, here we go, jumping into it. Travel by sea, arrive by sand, conquer by sea. The NFL playoffs have kicked off in Madden NFL Mobile. So that's kind of cool. I believe that's like the NFL's catchphrase or something like that, so I guess they told them to put that in there. But of course, guys, compete in the wild card route and divisional rush, guys. So yes, I know the wild card, like I said, it has passed already, but at least they're giving us content so we can kind of recoup and get some collectibles, get some players and stuff like that from the wild card. Because like, let's say your team was in the wild card and they unfortunately lost, you might not get another card throughout the rest of the playoffs or anything like that. So at least they gave us some wild cards. So I believe there's like a Tennessee Titan player in there and all that stuff. So we'll get to the players afterward as well. Of course, guys, relive some of the most memorable moments in NFL playoff histories with new playoff rewind events. So they're bringing back those rewind events. If you guys remember from last season, we had that definitely inside the Super Bowl program. I'm not 100% sure if we had it in the playoffs. I remember playoffs last year, we had like that Tyreek Hill card. Earl Thomas III, I think, got a card. And was it Kittle? Was it Kittle? It was a tight end that got a card. But yeah, there was that. Of course, guys, collect playoff badges, shields, and keys to obtain big rewards like 95 overall home field masters, Aaron Jones and Chris Jones right there. So that's possibly what our message of the day is going to be like tomorrow, guys. So let's keep it rolling. Let's move into our map right here. So this is actually really like clean photo. I like it a lot. So It's a little squished, all that stuff. Of course, it would be like full screen when you guys jump in the game tomorrow, but at least it gives you guys a gist. So on the top, obviously coming soon. We don't know what that's about. We don't know what that's about. That's coming soon. That's probably going to be our possible conference matches. Like that will pop up there. But of course, we already had our wild card games, and then we're on our divisional rush. And then on the bottom, you got your playoff blitz events as well. Now we'll kind of move through it from left to right, I guess. So we'll start off with, of course, guys, on the left with wild cards. He did give us some descriptions, so just kind of like remember what this says right here. Like you got your 4 live events, you kind of got your set, you got a little information node, and then I don't know what the bottom one is, but that's 2-A wild card route right there. So if we move on to our next slide right here, so the wild card route, each event has you score a touchdown using passes only plays, guys. So in the wild card events, you're going to be only using pass plays to go and get your touchdown. As you progress through the event, it gets harder and harder. So I don't know if you start at the top or if you start on the bottom, but I'm guessing one of them is going to be easier than the other ones. So if we start off from the bottom and going up, it's going to be the hardest at the top, or if it's on the top going down, the bottom one is going to be the hardest live event. It might just require you more touchdowns. Like let's say the first live event requires you 1 touchdown with like 3 attempts, and then the second one requires you 2 touchdowns for like another 5 attempts, and then of course the last one could be like 5 touchdowns with only like 6 attempts or 7 attempts if they want to be really like difficult with it. So the level of execution will be a little harder, obviously, and of course it might scale as well inside the difficulty. Like the first one might be on rookie, and then the final one could be on like all pro or all Madden. We'll find out tomorrow and everything like that. And then of course, so if every win, guys, you will get a wild card badge collectible, you will get some rewind collectibles, and a chance of a player. So you do have a player chance inside the wild card route as well. Harder events award more rewards, obviously. Like if you're gonna play a harder event, you're gonna want a better payout. So things to mention here, like I said, work in progress, guys. The last one, the last bulletin, that is definitely incorrect, but we'll get to that. So relive 4 famous moments in the wildcard playoff history. Each event awards a specific shield collectible. Collect 4 shields to earn extra wildcard badges. So there you guys go. And then the last one says events last 12 hours and return every 2 days. That is incorrect. It's not going to be that long of a cooldown. I believe it's like, I'm not even 100% sure. I can't remember what Nick said. It's like, I believe it's like 4 a.m. and then 4 p.m. So it may be like a cooldown of 12 hours, but they will not like disappear and then come back in 2 days or something like that. I believe that's incorrect. So yeah, that's kind of our wildcard route. Let's go ahead and move into, I believe I organized this so it's our playoff blitzes right here. So there's a couple things to go ahead and talk about here. So you got your blitz events. This is where you get championship run players, guys. Championship run players with every win when you play the blitz events. Wildcard blitz, get badges and keys for number 5, 6, and 7 seeded teams. First win guarantees a key. And then of course you got your divisional ones where of course get badges and keys for the number 2, 3, and 4 seed teams. First win guarantees a key. And then the home field blitz, get home field items that can be placed into other badges and keys. Complete both key collection sets to unlock. So I honestly don't really know too much about that. We'll have to see it in our hands ourselves to when we get to go in and see this and everything. There's a couple things to notice, that there is like an overall little gate right there, possibly with a bonus. So 80 overall. I'm guessing there's gonna be a 90 overall, maybe 95 overall for people who have better teams and stuff like that. But that's just something to keep a heads up of. Let's go into divisional rush. So just like wild card, it is basically the same. It's just flipped. Instead of only passing plays, you are now dedicated to only run plays. This is gonna be my kryptonite. I cannot run the ball very well. But that's what we're going to get for the divisional. It's the exact same thing, basically the same wording. Instead of pass plays, it's just going to be rushing plays. So wild card pass, divisional is going to be rush. All right. So that's, hopefully you get that pretty understandable. If you guys remember to ultimate freeze, let me go ahead and move this work in progress for a second so we can read what that says. So step 1, play blitz events and get championship run players badges and keys. Tips: collect keys to earn extra championship run players. Keys are guaranteed on every blitz for the first win. So you definitely want to make sure you guys play the first wins of every blitz events when they are done their cooldown and everything. Step number 2, play chained events to get badges, players, and rewinds. So that's of course your the chain events are wild card and divisional. Tip: Each chain resets on a loss. Later chains are harder, but award more rewards. Okay, so that's actually very, very interesting, guys. So let's say I'm on the chains. If I'm on like chain 1, I beat it. I get to number 2, I beat it. I go to number 3, I take a fat L on chain number 3. I don't get to try it again and then play for 4. I reset back to 1, I believe. And we got to start going up that chain again. So you're going to be using a lot of program stamina if you are having trouble. So that's going to be interesting. Like I said, this might be something to change, but with them typing this out and putting this in this little document right here. Now, of course, the stuff in the middle is blurred out because they couldn't get images finalized before they can show off the sneak peek, guys. So just keep that in mind and everything. And then last line, use rewinds to play rewind events for playoff shields. Tip, shields, collect shields from all rewind events to get extra badges. Events last, okay, so that part again is incorrect again with every event lasting 12 hours and then come back for 2 days. So that's kind of our guide. Let's go ahead and see our other players, guys. So let me just try to zoom in. Like I said, it's a little fuzzy, but at least we get to see who the players are. So we got some nice players right here. So we already saw the top guys with Dwight Freeney and all that stuff all the way to Weddle. But look at that. You got to throw up the X. Des Bryant, 93 overall, 120 power possibly, and possibly Smash Mouth as well. And then you also have Taysom Hill also at wide receiver. You got Tremaine Edmonds right there. Levante David. So new middle linebacker options right there for your 93s, and then the rest are gonna be your 92 overalls. You got Jamal Adams. Like I said, there is your Titans player. There's a Seahawks player as well, who both didn't make it out of the wild card. Ryan Tannehill and stuff like that. Darius Leonard, and then Jimmy Graham got a card as well, 92 overall. Oh man, that Bears game, wow, that was tough to watch. We'll leave it at that, guys. Those are all the players and all that stuff right there, guys. So which players are you guys gonna go ahead and try to get? I really do like the artwork with like the waves. I'm feeling that wave right there. I'm not gonna lie, I like it a lot. I liked it a lot. But yeah, which one are you guys going for? Which master are you guys going for? Are you gonna be going for a home field advantage or anything like that? With, of course, Nick getting us all this stuff. Huge shout out to him. Of course, unfortunately, we could not see what sets were because I believe those weren't finalized or anything like that. So I don't know how the breakdowns are gonna be. I know he mentioned something about like the 95 overalls might not even require the 93s and 92 overalls. I'm not too sure. I don't think he was too sure when he said that as well. So we'll have to see when it all drops tomorrow, guys. But hopefully you guys are excited for playoffs and all that stuff, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, go ahead and smash that like button. It will help me out a lot. If you want to support the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, guys. Really want to say thank you guys so much for watching. Always stay hype, and I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.
What's up?